Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Zayo and I'm back with another Valorant video, another tips and tricks video for you guys. And this one is going to be about playing on stretched res. And I'm going to explain why you should use stretched res, why you shouldn't use stretched res, the pros, the cons, and why people use it. Now, before we get started on that, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be uploading a ton of tips and tricks for you guys throughout this week, throughout the coming weeks. From now on Valorant, I'm also going to be uploading gameplays in the future. But if you want to get a head start on your practice and really starting to improve before everyone else, this is the channel for you. I'm going to help you guys out from map callouts, from abilities on each character, aiming tips and tricks, stuff like that. Anyways, let's hop right into the video. So if you guys see on my screen right now and we go into video in the settings, I am playing on 1920 by 1080. And this is your native resolution on your computer. It says on my monitor right here, 1920 by 1080, 16 by 9 aspect ratio. Now, make sure you get a good look at these bots. You can see what they look like, right? And you can see how big they are and their head and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to teach you guys how you can switch that to stretched res. And the reason you would want to play stretched res, and a lot of pro players did this on CSGO, on Fortnite, I did as well. It actually makes the characters look wider. Okay, so it makes them a little shorter, but they're wider, which means it feels easier to aim. Okay, it might not actually be, like, the characters are still the same size, but on your screen the pixels are stretched out, so their heads are actually going to appear to be wider. Now, this might change up your sensitivity slightly. Your sensitivity might be a little bit faster because you're gonna have to move less pixels across your screen. However, just a little bit of practice, you'll get used to it. It's not a huge change, and for most people it makes a big difference in their aim because, like I said, the heads just appear wider and the bodies appear wider, and it's easier to hit for most people. Now let me show you guys how you can do this. All right, guys, so you're gonna make sure you close Valorant. Excuse my background here, I accidentally changed it. I gotta change it back. Anyway, right click your desktop, hit NVIDIA control panel. Now, this can be if you have a NVIDIA graphics card, which most people will. And then this is going to pop up. Once this pops up, you're going to click on your main monitor. Mine is this one right here. And you can actually make custom resolutions. Now, you need to go into your 3D settings, I believe. And DSR factors, turn this off. Then you need to go down to adjust desktop size and position, and you want to make sure it's on full screen. Perform scaling on the GPU, override the scaling mode set by games and programs, make sure that's checked. Whatever your refresh rate is, turn that the highest it possibly can be. Mine's 240 hertz on my monitor, so make sure yours is the highest it could be. It's going to make a huge difference. Then go back to change resolution, hit apply changes. Now, once you're here, you can actually hit custom resolution, and you can make a bunch of different custom resolutions. A lot of popular ones are 1680 by 1080, 1440 by 1080, I don't know, 1248 by 1080, whatever you want to set it to. I'm going to do 1440 by 1080. And again, set your refresh rate as high as your monitor can go up to. Mine goes to 240, so I'm going to put it 240. Then you hit test and you press yes right here. As you can see, the screen is going to get stretched out in a minute. So once you do that, you click on your custom res and then you hit apply. Hit yes. And this is going to make my desktop look a little weird for the moment. I gotta fix it for you boys. Boom. Now it looks stretched out. Now you want to hop onto Valorant, so click 1440 by 1080 or whatever you want to use. Then you want to make sure it's on full screen and hit apply, hit confirm, and now your game is going to be stretched. Now this can mess with things like this, for example. As you can see, I can't even read what's over here. It's off the screen. So just a warning for you guys if you mess with the shooting range and stuff. But other than that, it's not really going to mess with you. And now the character models are a little bit wider than before, as you can see. It's not a huge difference. I'm not playing on the super stretched res, but you could play on an extremely stretched res and see a huge difference. So as you can see, guys, it's a little bit stretched out. The graphics aren't quite as good, but it does definitely help you out, and you can even stretch this farther if you want to. I don't know what this one looks like, but let's just try it out. You could mess around with a bunch of different ones, make a bunch of custom ones, and it'll just keep getting more and more stretched the more you do it, as you can see. So just mess around, see what you like. Now, I only recommend you do this if you really want to take the game seriously. Like, if you really want to be the best or the highest rank, or you're trying to go pro or something like that. I'm definitely not going to do this right now, just because ranked isn't even out, the game's not even fully out, and I want to make YouTube content. But once ranked comes out, and if I decide I want to take this game pretty seriously, I will 100% be switching to a stretch resolution, and I think most pro players will as well. I've already seen some people switch to it, not too many, but there are some. So if you guys really want to take it seriously, I highly recommend you do this. Right now, it doesn't really matter because ranked's not out. But if you do want to practice on it before it comes out, then you definitely should do it. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I said, please comment down below on what you want to see next. Please hit that subscribe button, because it's going to be your best tips and tricks Valorant channel. Make sure you guys hit that like button down below. I will respond to every comment, so if you guys need help with anything at all, just ask me. And if it's a great idea or a great question, I'll make a YouTube video explaining how to do it. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.